Hi YouTube, M6CB back again with another video. Today I just wanted to do a bit of an update for you. It's been a couple of weeks since I posted and I've been working my ass off trying to get some new bits for you to see on the channel, and I really wanted to do some more stuff to do with APRS and especially Yaesu Fusion. As you know, me and my father-in-law Wayne G0HIJ, big shout out to you Wayne, we've got two Fusion gateways located in Ellswick, Preston. So I really wanted to get really heavily back into Fusion again. So I've had some old radio bits that I sold on eBay, that kind of thing, you know, like you do. So I got rid of some of my old kit, saved a little bit of money too, and I got the Yaesu FTM400. Now this is awesome. If you're thinking of getting the FTM400, do it. It is amazing, really good radio. I'll do a full review of this in a couple of weeks when I get my head around it. So that's an amazing radio. And the reason I chose this one is it can do, you can use both bands at the same time. So what I do is I have APRS on the bottom one constantly. Now what I do is I have a dedicated over there, you probably can't see it, obviously you can't see it, it's over there. I have a dedicated computer that just runs APRS IS32 Windows program. So any packets that come through to my radio, I'll leave it on 24/7, goes straight through to the computer and feeds it into the APRS network. So it's my little way of giving something back. So it's just a receive only iGate, but it does get quite a lot of packets coming through on the big antenna up at the top. So that's basically what that's for. And I'm part of a Facebook group called Northwest Fusion Group. I'll leave all the links in the description, but they're a fantastic group of people. They have their own YSX room as well. I'll leave the link in the description. And they do a net every week. Today's Tuesday that I'm filming the video. They have one on tonight at 7:30. And they also have a simplex net on a Wednesday. So really good. So that was another reason. And Dougie, who's one of the admins of Northwest Fusion Group, has a database for a lot of these Fusion radios, and they're free to download. You just need the RT system software and you basically can put them on your radios, and you've got Dougie's spent a long time with these databases. He's got so many channels programmed, so it just makes the radio. So I've got the 400, so that's the news there. I also got the FTM100. Now, you might have seen some of my old videos and think, well, Mark, you used to have one of these radios, didn't you? Yes, I did. A few months ago, I got heavily into my PC gaming and I sold my FTM100 to go towards a graphics card for the computer. So now my amateur radio hobby, you know, is took a hold again. I need the radio, so I've got the FTM100 back. Now, the reason I wanted the FTM100 is I wanted my own gateway. Obviously I can't have an actual gateway on an M6 call, but I have got a dummy load into it and I've connected it to my YSX box, and I can use my FT1D anywhere around the house and I can get into my own gateway absolutely perfectly. So it's absolutely amazing for that. And the reason I got the YSX box, I'm not sure if you know, but about 3 months ago, Yaesu came up with a firmware update for the 400, the 100 and the FT2D, where you didn't need the YSX box anymore. You can just use those radios with this firmware update and use it as like an internet radio. You're just talking to your microphone, no RF comes out your radio, and it just goes into the YSX network. Really good firmware update. So it kind of made these YSX boxes a little bit obsolete, so you can pick them up second hand quite cheaply. But the reason I wanted a YSX box is because you need it if you want to host your own YSX room. Now, I get loads of emails and questions from people asking me about DMR radios, especially how can I program this, how can I do this, do you know, that kind of thing. So I thought if I create my own YSX room. I've also got a Facebook group, UK Digital Ham Radio Station. I'll put the link in the description. There's quite a lot of members on there now, so it's a nice little community thing we can get going. And if anybody has any questions and you have Yaesu Fusion, you can just jump into my room. The room's called M6CB YouTube, so if you just search M6CB you'll find my room. I'm usually monitoring it. Jump in, say hello, and we can get some stuff sorted. So that was part of my reasoning for that. So yeah, I'll do the review on the 400 quite soon. Give me a couple of weeks to get my head around it. But one of the radios I did sell was the ID51. You might have seen a video that I did about that a couple of videos ago. Now, what a fantastic radio that radio is. It was a VHF UHF handy, but I saw one of these coming up cheap. I got it on ham radio deals for him, and it's the ID31. Now this is about half the price of the 51, so I could buy this, and then the change I got from selling the 51 I could put to the 400. This is UHF only, but it's a fantastic radio. Basically the same as the 51, but just UHF only. I'll do a review of that as soon as I get my head around that as well. So other news, GB3 EP, I get a lot of questions about the GB3 Ellswick Preston repeater that me and Wayne are doing. So the latest news on that is we're using a Tate repeater. Now we've got the crystals for that, they've been installed, it's working perfectly, the repeater side of it. It runs a Zetron controller, that's all programmed now, so that's all done. We've sourced the cavity, it just needs tuning, so that's a case of tuning that. And then I think we've got a choice of a couple of aerials that Wayne has in bits at his shack over in Ellswick, so we're going to use one of those, put that up, and then it's done. Then we're just going to connect it to the HubNet network, so we get some activity going through it. So yeah, that's the news on GB3 EP. So yeah, just stay tuned. Red Rose Repeater Group.com, put the link in the description, has all the latest information on the 2 Fusion gateways and the 2 meter analog voice repeater, so everything can be found on there. So I'll leave links in the description. I'll also leave links for Northwest Fusion Group, really friendly bunch of guys on there, and as I say, Tuesday nights they do a net on their own room, Northwest Fusion Group, so check that out and join in. So yeah, I just wanted also to say a huge thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who takes the time to like the videos and comment. It really means a lot. I read everybody's comment. I really appreciate everybody's time watching my videos. So you know, more videos will come. I just need to get my head around some new gear. I've also got the Retivis RT52 coming. That's a dual PTT handy from Retivis coming. That'll be 2 to 3 weeks, and I'll be doing a full review on that as well. So until the next time, I've been M6CB, you've been very kind to watch. 73.